one of the worst feelings, and the feeling that keeps all of us up at night, is the sense that we're settling in our life, that we're settling for our relationship, we're settling as a parent, we're settling in our pursuit of our life purpose, what we always wanted to achieve and become. And I stop by here a lot when I consider, am I settling in my life? This house my parents built back in the 1970s. And when it was built, it was a jewel. I remember the day we moved in, it had all the fanciest new stuff, and it was shiny and bright. Everything was brand new. And I remember my mom's rose gardens and the flowers in the front of the house. Like, you can't see it now. They're gone. They've been ripped out. It's all been stripped away. In the back hill where my dad, because my dad wouldn't settle. There's this huge hill in the back, and it was covered in flowers. Beautiful. It's like literally 500 feet long and about 30 feet, 50 feet deep. It was just covered, and it'd take me 2 days to weed that, but my dad wouldn't settle. It had to look just like the rest of the place. Well, as I look at it now, it reminds me of what it looks like when we settle, when we just stop. And this was a big achievement for my dad. He was in his early 30s with 4 kids. And to build this home and bring us out to this part of the state and the country where the schools were better and out of trouble and stuff, it was a big investment and a big accomplishment. And I see that a lot. People have achieved a lot. They've come very far, and they get to a certain point and they lose the drive, they lose the hunger. It leaves them. And slowly, the bushes just start to get overgrown around our relationship, around every aspect of our life, and we lay there at night knowing we're capable of more, but not really knowing where to go. And it reminds me of several clients. Jason, who had struggled with an addiction. It wasn't, you think addiction, you think someone in the street. This wasn't it. It was just this thing he'd use to avoid achieving his potential in his career and the closeness with his spouse. Or Ryan, who had, he's done really well career-wise, but had come back from a 2-week vacation with his wife, and there was tremendous distance. There was no connection. They fought most of the time when they're around. The whole idea was, hey, we're going to get close, and they couldn't achieve it. Or Cassandra, who couldn't leave a destructive relationship and was medicating herself, and also situations with her family. There were unaddressed issues. And all of them had been to counseling. All of them had read the books or been to the gurus, but they couldn't stop settling. They couldn't figure it out. Well, that's my skill set. I was raised by someone who didn't settle. And that's not enough, though. There are deeper reasons as to what keeps us and allows us to not settle. And we aren't taught those things. And that's what I became an expert in, is why is it so many people are settling when they're so capable? Well, I developed some groundbreaking skills and tools. And so if this feels like your life, done well, things are good, but it's lost its luster, you're settling, push the button below. Set up a free phone call. Let me show you how easy it is to get the skills and tools to stop settling.